Hey there, welcome back to the athomedive YouTube channel. As always, my name is Joey and today we're in the kitchen making something fantastic. If you love sandwiches nearly half as much as I do, then you need the perfect bun recipe in your wheelhouse so that you can complete any burger or pulled pork sandwich with something that's going to stand up to its contents and make it that perfect delivery vehicle for your sandwich. So sit back and hit that subscribe button and let's dive right in. Today we're making buttery rich brioche buns. So on the counter today, we have a pretty simple list of ingredients, although some of these are going to stand out as to what makes brioche iconic and in its own special flavor profile. So we're going to start with 3 1/3 cup of bread flour. This is about 420 grams. You can start with bread flour or AP flour. We're going to use bread flour so it really holds up and has that durability that we're looking for, but we also have 80 grams of AP flour. You can use a total of 500 grams of AP flour if you'd like, but it's not quite the same. Also, I've got 6.5 ounces of whole milk that I'll be heating to about 100 degrees. I've got 1 packet of active dry yeast, or about 2 1/4 teaspoons. 60 grams, or about 5 tablespoons of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 whole eggs, and 2 egg yolks that I've added into it here. And I've got 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm gonna leave this nice and cold, although as you can see, it's cut into small pieces. Later on, we'll be needing 1 additional egg and a little bit more oil and milk, but we'll get to those later on. This is all we're really gonna need to get the bread itself going. So let's get started. Before I get going here, I'm gonna go ahead and add the AP flour into the bread flour, the salt as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the butter back in the refrigerator. Now I'm gonna go ahead and heat my milk to 100 degrees as mentioned.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Now that my milk's hot, I'm gonna go ahead and throw about a teaspoon of the sugar in there. You don't have to measure that. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the yeast in there. Give this a quick stir, and then I'm gonna wrap it in plastic wrap and set it somewhere warm so that it can continue to bloom over the next 8 to 10 minutes. We're looking for it to get nice and foamy. While we wait, we can go ahead and throw the rest of the sugar in here.
5 minutes later.
We are back, and as you can see, this is nice and foamy now. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mixer on low and slowly add this in while it's going. Now that this is mostly incorporated here, as you can see, the milk has fully gone in and the dough's starting to come together. I'm gonna slowly add in the egg and egg yolk, one at a time, with the mixer going until they're fully incorporated. Then I'm gonna let it mix for about 5 minutes altogether. It's a good idea to stop and rake your bowl down every couple of minutes or so while this is mixing, if it looks like everything needs a little help getting fully incorporated. Now as you can see, the gluten has really developed in the dough. It's nice and stiff and sticky and all that. And I have my butter that I'm pulling right out of the refrigerator. It's nice and cold and cut in small pieces. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and throw this right into the dough. And I'm not throwing it all in there together. I'm kind of tossing it around so that they're all naturally separated. And I'm gonna go ahead and start the mixer back and let it go with on medium-low speed for about 5 more minutes and get the butter worked in. As you can see here, our dough is nice and smooth now. It is tacky, it's sticky, it's not came all the way together as a dry, full dough, and that's exactly what you're looking for because there's so much richness in here that this is gonna continue to be a little bit tacky for now. Now it's time to get rid of the mixer. As per normal, whenever we make our breads, we're gonna keep our AP flour handy with just a little bit of extra flour and a spoon. And I'm gonna go ahead and dust this countertop kind of light with some extra flour here. And then I'm gonna coat my fingers and I'm gonna try to roll this sticky dough right out onto the floured surface. as you can feel, this dough right now, even though it's been worked so much, is still really soft because of the fact that it's got so much richness worked into the dough, and you can see it's nice and smooth here. So now that I've kneaded the dough just a couple of times, I'm gonna roll it into itself so you can see all these smooth surfaces, and then I'm gonna grab that mentioned oil and bowl. So here's my large bowl, and here's my oil, and I'm just gonna put about a teaspoon of oil in there, and I'm gonna take this, as per always, and I'm gonna put it smooth side down in the bowl. I'm gonna roll it around, and then I'm gonna flip it so that my dough is completely coated in the oil, and now I'm gonna set this somewhere warm for about an hour and a half or until it doubles in size. That'll give me a chance to get everything cleaned up.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We are back, and as you can see here, our dough has doubled in size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around and punch all the air out of it, and then I'm gonna roll it right out onto the counter here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the dough into 8 approximately even pieces. They don't have to be exactly even, it doesn't really matter. But the more even they are, the more even your buns are gonna be. So now we're gonna take each of these and we're gonna simply push the dough into itself. You can tell the dough's nice and soft at this point, and we're gonna get this little ball here and squeeze them together in the back. And then I'm gonna simply place them face down and roll them in a tight circle form until they form a nice even sphere. So now we're gonna go ahead and just place these over onto our lined baking trays. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cover these and let them sit somewhere warm for about another 45 minutes to hour, or until they've doubled in size again.
1 hour later.
We've let the dough rise yet again as buns for 45 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead with 1 egg and 1.5 teaspoons of water, and I'm gonna beat the egg until smooth and add it in. So here are our buns. We're gonna go ahead and brush them with the egg water mixture, and then we're gonna go ahead and get them in the oven. Now we're gonna go into our 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown. So as you can see, we are out of the oven and we have these beautiful, shiny brioche buns. We're gonna give these a few minutes to cool off, and then we're gonna dive right in and show you what the inside looks like.
1 eternity later.
All right, so we're gonna take a look over these brioche buns here, and as you can see, we have these nice, shiny, beautiful buns. Let's go ahead and cut one open now that they've had a chance to cool down, and take a look at the inside. So as you can see here, these buns, they have a nice, tougher exterior that's gonna hold up to whatever you're looking for, but they are nice and firm and they push back out. And on the inside, you have all these small, nice, even air pockets and this rich, buttery goodness. There you have it, the ideal bun. All right, well, that wraps us up on how to make brioche buns. Comment below and let me know how yours turn out. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. Have a great day.